Piles of rubble that once held homes together, now scattered across the city of Rolling Fork.
This is it right here, my house.
Andre Williams, a Rolling Fork City councilman, will remember Friday night for the rest of his life.
I thought it was over, and I never been that scared in my life. And all I did was start praying to like God to get me through it, and he did.
Williams says the storm threw him into his bathroom as his house collapsed around him, somehow walking away with only a scratch.
It ain't no doubt in my mind it's a miracle.
But so many were not as fortunate. Sharkey County says at least 13 people in this small Delta community have died. Evidence of this storm's wrath can be seen all across town.
Just take a look at these 18-wheelers right here. You can see that one is suspended in the air on top of the other. I spoke to the owner of these trucks who says that a building used to stand right here. He believes his trucks were pulled up into the air by the tornado and slammed back into the ground. Now this building is in ruin. Just one example of the chaos this storm has caused.
The storm decimated homes and businesses. Even temples of worship like Chapel of Cross Episcopal Church.
Thousands came out to the Big House in Jackson for the first day of Mississippi Comic Con, and the Mississippi Coliseum was sold out for Saturday's lineup.
Have a great time.
Attendees had some impressive cosplay, arriving dressed up and decked out as some of their favorite characters, including one man from Quitman.
Everybody's always friendly. I guess that's the main thing. Never had a bad experience here. Every time I come, staff, fans, everybody is just really nice.
Along with checking out vendors, people got to meet Wrestling Hall of Famers and big stars like the voice of SpongeBob SquarePants himself, Tom Kenny. This was Tom's first time at the Mississippi event, but he has some notable connections to Jackson.
Your local resident, Bobby Rush, is an old buddy of mine, so he just had a street named after him. Maybe someday I'll have a street named after me, but it's just an amazing place, and the outpouring of love from the fans is just wonderful, and I'm so grateful for that.
Fans of comics, anime, and entertainment come together for the love of the culture and to connect with the celebrity guests, including Keith David from Rick and Morty, Princess and the Frog, and a lot more. He has a special place in one attendee's family.
My mother passed away a few months ago, and my daughter and my mom used to watch Keith David on Greenleaf, and her last few weeks, he made it wonderful. She loved that show.
From the level of celebrities and the tremendous amount of people in Jackson, you can clearly see that the Mississippi Comic Con is growing and becoming the place to be.
It's nice to see anything in Mississippi grow and flourish. You know, we need more things going on to get more people here.
People can say what they want about Mississippi. Mississippi is not nearly as bad as everyone makes it out to be. I'm from Michigan originally. I've lived here 30 years. Come down to the SIP. Come on.
Joe Cook reporting, but before I go, SpongeBob has something to say to the SIP.
I want to say, Jackson, thanks for making me feel so welcome. If I wouldn't dry out here, I'd move here from Bikini Bottom.
As officials continue to pump water out of the residential lake here, they say the next step is to check the integrity of the road.
We're going to continue to pump to get the level down, to cut the pressure off so they can determine the damage to the roadway and to see if it's going to be safe to travel on.
Early Wednesday morning, concerns arose for a Yazoo County subdivision when Eastbrook residents noticed the lake's water levels were too high.
Just trying to go to school, go to work, and come down and water's coming all across the levee, and immediately called our emergency management guy, Jack Willingham.
When emergency management officials responded, the Yazoo County Sheriff's Department immediately issued an evacuation notice, thinking that the levee would break.
We knew who we needed to evacuate, so we went to the area where, in case it did break, the people that would be in danger, notified them, made sure they were out of it. Let the other neighbors who would be affected wouldn't be able to get in and out.
Dozens of residents, if the levee were to break, would be stuck if they didn't evacuate. Some told us they simply couldn't leave.
We have 3 German Shepherds and 2 cats and my wife, and it's hard for us to just jump up and leave.
As officials began to pump water out of the lake using 2 12-inch pumps and 1 6-inch pump, in the matter of hours, the lake level dropped significantly and residents were given the all clear to come back home, still unable to drive across the levee.
Maybe by tomorrow afternoon we can drive across. Just very thankful for our people here. Anytime it's an emergency, they all come together and work very quickly to solve the situation.
On top of what they've had to deal with here, the EMA director says they've also been dealing with fallen trees, down power lines, and flash flooding all over the county. In Yazoo, Madeline Nolan, 16 WAPT News.